Welcome to the Sattva Circle, a podcast where we explore gentle, meaningful changes that can help you feel more grounded, nourished, and supported in your everyday life. I'm Amanda Mitchell, Ayurvedic mentor, and I'm here to guide you through simple, real-world practices that support your body, mind, and daily rhythm. In each episode, I'll guide you through simple Ayurvedic practices you can actually fit into your real life. We'll explore digestion, hormones, skin health, nervous system support, sleep, daily routines, and the tiny habits that create big results over time. Nothing overwhelming, nothing that requires you to overhaul your entire lifestyle, just practical, nurturing shifts that help you come home to yourself. Ayurveda is about gentleness and simplicity. If you're ready to feel more balanced and connected, one simple shift at a time, you're in the right place. Welcome to the Sattva Circle. In today's episode, we're going to discuss oil pulling. Maybe you've heard of it, maybe you've tried it, maybe you've done neither. So what is oil pulling? It's an ancient Ayurvedic practice where you swish oil in the mouth to improve oral hygiene. It can also pull bacteria and toxins from the mouth as well. So how does it support the gut and skin? There are areas on the tongue that correspond to organ systems in the body. Digestion actually begins in the mouth. If you have an excess of unwanted bacteria lurking in your mouth, when you eat, drink, or swallow, whatever is hanging out in your mouth ends up in your digestive tract. So we're going to do a little test here. You want to go find a mirror, or you can flip your phone around and put it on camera and flip the camera around. You can look. But you're going to stick out your tongue. And for those of you who are just listening, that's all I did was stick my tongue out. And you'll notice, like on mine, I have indentations around my tongue. And it's got a little bit of a white coating and a pretty long, heavy line down the middle. Those can all indicate certain things that might be happening within your body. I am not a tongue reader, but if you type in Ayurvedic tongue reading into your search engine, it'll bring up all kinds of charts and information that you can do your own research on. So, oil pulling. It may aid your body in removing unwanted bacteria, which will in turn improve your breath as well as lubricate the tissues in your mouth. So if you also suffer from dry mouth and no amount of water that you drink is helping, you might want to look into oil pulling. So how do you do it? How do you oil pull? The steps are pretty easy to follow. And I always tell people to start with something simple like coconut oil. Most of us have that in our cabinets in the kitchen. You'll want organic cold pressed, and solid at room temperature is my preference and what I tell my clients. But you can use whatever oil you want as long as it's not vegetable oil, because those are highly processed oils and you don't really want that in your mouth. So you want to start out with a little bit. If you can't handle a tablespoon, you'll want to work your way up to a tablespoon. I don't think I have tried a whole tablespoon yet because that's a lot of oil in your mouth. But I tell people to start off with about 2 teaspoons, 1 to 2 teaspoons. That's usually pretty comfortable for most people. And like I said, I use coconut oil. Obviously, if you're allergic to coconuts or coconut oil, don't use coconut oil. There are other oils you can use, such as sesame oil. But don't grab the sesame oil in the cooking section of the grocery store. That's a little bit different than organic and cold pressed sesame oil that you can get like from Banyan Botanicals. So that's why I tell people to start off with coconut oil, because it's easy to get and inexpensive relatively. So what you want to do is put a couple teaspoons of that in your mouth and swish it around from about 3 to 5 minutes. Working your way up to 20 minutes is the ideal amount of time according to Ayurveda. So start out with a couple minutes, 2 to 3, 3 to 5, and work your way up from there. So you'll start out with a little bit amount and a little bit of time. My suggestion is to not stand in the bathroom looking in the mirror, wondering how much time you've used up and how much time is left from swishing this oil in your mouth. I always pair it with like folding a basket of laundry or loading your dishwasher. You're doing something so that you're not just concentrating on how long this is taking you to do. Um, so when your time is up, you want to spit it in the trash. Don't spit it in the sink, and definitely don't swallow it. If you spit it out in the sink, it's going to clog your pipes eventually, which you obviously do not want to do. And if you swallow it, you are swallowing everything that you've just pulled out into that oil. So you don't want to do that either. So spit it in the trash. And then you move on to flossing and brushing your teeth. I just want to state here that this is not a replacement for professional dental cleaning or professional oral care. This is simply just something that I'm suggesting that you do along with those things that you normally would do. So here's a client story. I worked with a client who was dealing with adult acne. Her dermatologist told her she would likely to continue to have the acne due to the digestive issues that she was having. And when I suggested she start oil pulling, she started seeing the acne disappear, which she was very excited about. And she is still seeing results 6 months later. Personally, when I do this, I notice my teeth feel super clean and my breath is a lot fresher. So please note, oil pulling is not a replacement for proper dental hygiene or professional care. So who benefits from oil pulling the most? If you're having issues like dry mouth, like I mentioned before, bad breath, extra plaque, or tend to come down with a lot of seasonal junk that's going around, this might be something you want to give a try. If this information resonates with you, I encourage you to try it for 7 days. 7 days is a good amount of time. If you find that it helps you with something, I'd love for you to comment on it on my YouTube video here. Please note, this is not a substitute for professional oral care. It is simply a suggested addition to your home oral care routine. I cannot stress this enough. So, thank you for joining me today on the Sattva Circle. If you're looking to begin your journey, I invite you to download your free Radiance Reset Guide, available on my website, sattvamw.com. It's a great reference to begin your Ayurvedic journey today. Inside, you'll find daily Ayurvedic habits for hormone balance, natural remedies for menopause symptoms like hot flashes, night sweats, and mood swings, self-care practices for more energy in perimenopause, simple lifestyle tips for better sleep and a calmer mind. If this episode resonated with you, I invite you to follow the show so you never miss your weekly wellness reset. And feel free to share this with a friend who you know could use a little extra support. Until next time, take gentle, meaningful care of yourself.